Well, boys, the time has come. I've been doing a horrible job keeping y'all updated, but assembly process is coming along. We hosed her down, blew it out with some air on the condenser. We didn't disassemble it, but the radiator's missing. We hosed down the radiator as well. Boys, the best way you can clean a radiator is pressure washer, but make sure you're going the right way about it. I don't know if you can you see right? Well, yeah, you can. That white, like you could see right through it. So how do we clean her? Some degreaser. Oh, there's a little junk right there. Look at that little rock. Protesting and demonstrating. We'll get you. One there, and one there. And there's another one somewhere out here. Anyways, boys, hose her down, degreaser, get the pressure washer. But like you see how these fins, they're up and down. That's how you want to go with the pressure washer. Don't come up too close. Just use common sense is what I'm saying. Hose her down, some pressure. And sorry guys, I got a phone call coming through. I gotta hang up on them. And then just go out in some light. Lucky enough, I could see right through it. But typically, what I like to do, let me get this bad boy, is see all that light. You can see right through it. Anyways, I'm spending too much time on this radiator, but it just seems like not everyone thinks about that, you know. My boys were cleaning that. I showed them. I'm like, yeah, you're halfway there. He's like, it's clean. I'm like, no, you're halfway there. Look at this. Put it on the light and look at all that stuff being all plugged up. So anyways, boys, what the heck is that stuff? I don't know, guys. I'm intrigued just like you are. So this is the new engine, quote unquote. That's the billet little spinner we got in there. Oh, that's crappy, but guys, I'm doing my best to share with you guys whatever I can. So this engine came out of a truck. So why don't I just show you the truck that it came out of? Well, I might as well go this way. Came out of a truck that got sideswiped, and we ended up picking it up for some parts. It's my little dinky little pressure washer. Tell you what, man, that little Honda's been surviving. Sometimes when we gotta wash a big rig, it runs forever. So this is the donor. As you can tell, it's missing the whole front end and whatnot, but someone is meticulously taking care of it until someone sideswiped it really hard. So what happened, someone came in, let it speak for itself. Y'all can figure it out, but looking past the dirt, you know, because missing two doors here for a little while, this thing is in really good shape. I gotta tell the guys to pull this thing off. For some reason, my interior dome light does not go off on my red truck when I open the door. I mean, I got a little light that goes on, you know, ajar or whatever, some doors open, but the light doesn't want to work. But then when you reach over and flip the switch, it works. So I've been reading about some kind of module. Well, I'm not fortunate enough to have a sensor here I could pick up, but it's probably been destroyed. But yeah, anyways, let's not get carried away. The rest of this truck's in pretty good shape, you know. Someone drove in there and pulled out right about here, so bed's really flexible. Otherwise, man, this thing's in really good shape. I mean, the guy that I picked it up from, clearly you could tell that he switched out the tailgate. But other than that, this truck has quite the story. It's cold out here, so I'm gonna go inside. So this whole side is good. I'm trying to show you guys all this, but you know, that's buckled in. So this whole side's good, and then I mean, you still got the doors and whatnot here. I mean, there's some more parts. As you can tell, you see that gap? The cab is twisted or something. The door's not damaged, but I bet you it's the cab that's twisted and it's throwing it off there. But yeah, I mean, this side's all good. So, oh man, it's cold out here. So the story with this truck is a guy posted on Craigslist probably a couple months ago, and I contacted a month ago, and I said, yo, I got the money, I got the trailer. Because in his post, he mentioned that he's waiting for a title. I don't know why someone would be posting something when they're not ready to buy her. Anyways, don't exactly remember the details how it went down, but the conclusion was, hey, you know, we kept writing back and forth, texting. And the story was, hey, as soon as I get the title, I'll let you know. You'll be the first guy I let know. And I have it all in text. Well, about a couple weeks ago, finally got around to this truck. We were like, man, I had a feeling something was going on. So I texted the guy. He didn't respond, so I called him. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm ready to buy that truck from you. I'm ready to sign a bill of sale saying, hey, once, you know, I bought this truck, once you get the title, you're going to send it over to me, or, you know, whatever. I care less about the title. As long as, you know, I mean, didn't have legal issues like pulling it down the road and I had to prove it was mine or something. Other than that, the guy's like, oh, I sold it. There's a guy in front of you. I'm like, what? I thought you said I was, you know, I'm going to be the first guy you're going to call once you get the title. He's like, yeah, but there was a guy in front of you. I'm like, well, that makes a whole lot of sense. He's like, but what'd you need from the truck? I'm like, I need the engine. He's like, the guy that picked it up, all he needed was a transmission, so I'll try to dig up the number for you. I said, all right, that sounds good. I really dismissed it. I felt like he told me this just to make me feel better about it, or I don't know, maybe come off better. God knows what he said and why he said it. And Lord and behold, 3 hours later, I get a phone call from that guy saying, hey, I got the number. You ready to write it down? I'm like, no, I'm driving, but you could text it to me. And sure as heck, the guy texted me that number. Guys, I just don't want to stand there and yap, so I'm showing you the truck. I don't know what the heck I'm trying to show you here. Oh. And I called the guy's name. It's Jake. It's just Jake. I don't think it ruins anything letting the guys know what it was. The guy that bought the white truck. And he's like, yeah, I still got the truck. You know, I started pulling things off of it, and really what's all that's pulled off of it, a bunch of odds and ends and the tranny. I'm like, well, I need the engine. He's like, well, I was going to sell the engine to my buddy, and my other buddy wanted the axles, but he's like, make me an offer. And I'm like, shoot. Well, if I pay $3,500 minus the transmission and transfer case, that's my offer, and that's my best offer I give you. He's like, okay, I'll think about it. I'll call my buddies and see if they're not going to be too bent out of shape. You know what I mean? You're not going to be too upset about me selling you the truck. Sure as heck, a few hours later, I was in the gym. He called, left me a voicemail saying, hey, yeah, come on down, pick her up. I'll let you have it for $3,500. So that's the story with the white truck. There's a positive and there's a negative. Well, first of all, there's a negative. The guy didn't keep his word and sell me the truck like he said he would. Positive is I met a wonderful fella. The guy's name's Jake. I don't blame him at all for any of it. Besides that, all the odds and ends that he took off were supposed to go on the back of the bed, but a few were missing. But nah, I ain't worried about it. As long as the engine is there. So for the most part, he did a pretty good job. Now, as far as the truck goes, I wanted to underline something. That truck has been meticulously serviced. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. Guys, the kind of service records that I got from that truck was mind-blowing. And I'm serious. I mean, the thing is a 2000. And I have receipts back when it had 3,000 miles on it. Like, it was crazy. I'm blown away. I thought I'd take really good care of my Cummins, you know, and I took good care of her and whatnot. But nope. He put me to shame. And I'm going to show you the stack of papers. So I'm not just yapping here. I'll show you. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. So I have a program called FleetMate. I don't know if y'all know what it is. It's pretty much a program where you keep track of all your maintenance and preventative maintenance and all that stuff. And I obviously have my limited in there. And I have quite the track record in there, but nothing like this guy. Nothing like that. I mean, guys, I don't know if you could tell. Look how clean and well taken care of. One of these is way you could tell how someone takes care of how clean their equipment stays. Look at these vents, okay? They're actually not like that's nothing. Considering, I mean, all this dust, this is like minor dust. This is not like baked dust. You know, that's how you know you have a farm truck or something else. Okay, guys, so you see all this paperwork? I don't know, the video might not do it justice. So this is the first owner's paperwork. I mean, I say, I don't know if y'all could see this, probably 30 grand worth of receipts. And that's the first owner's. So technically I'm the third owner on this truck. But dude, that is massive stack. I was going to unband it and show you how much, but you guys get the point. That's a massive stack. The video doesn't do it justice, but it's just crazy. crazy, crazy. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I want to show off my little 12 valve tune I got on my truck. Super excited about it. Guys, I know I have a hard time staying focused, but check this out. Oh, you can't hear it. The reason I'm showing you my truck, because the way my brain works is, about 2-3 months ago, I was telling you guys I was going to do a 12 valve in my Ford. And it's just the way my brain works. The truck's cold, so it still has the pilot. So pretty much pre and post, I think that's what it shuts off once it warms up. Dude, I just came back on this truck like 20 minutes ago. Look at that coolant. I need to reset my filter. Nah, it's gonna take a while. Anyways, I'll show you in another video. But finishing off that topic, as far as what happened to me fully rebuilding, I had two options at the time, or that's what I was thinking about. Fully rebuilding my 7.3 or putting a 12 valve. I really wanted to put a 12 valve in there, but one of the guys talked me out of it. Oh, Lord behold, I pulled up in the yard. He talked me out of it and said, nah, that's a bad idea. You got to stick with the 7.3. And I'm like, my goodness. Yeah, it was a downer for me, but he really convinced me. I'm like, okay, let's just stick to 7.3. So I started looking around, and he went out, or I went out and found the Ford, this Ford, the white one, and you guys know the story of that. So for any of you boys wondering what the heck happened to my 12 valve or my 12 valve conversion or my full rebuilding the 7.3, that's the story. You know, we got to buy a piece of property and putting a lot of money into that engine. It was gonna be a lot of money. This was a better option, period, you know, because I got a lot more parts to pick on for 3.5 compared to overhauling the engine. Probably cost me 3.5 as well, but then whatever, you guys get the story. It's already done. That's what I've done, and that's the reason why I've done what I've done. Anyways, y'all behave, have a mighty fine day, and I will update you once this project's done. As y'all can tell, the new engine's in. Obviously I installed a new clutch. That was a teetering on that one. The old clutch only had 30,000 miles on it, but flywheel was starting to show a little heat mark. So anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Once the Ford gets up and running, I'll make another video, quote unquote, recording my progress. Y'all behave and have a mighty fine day. God bless y'all. Bye.